Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They run with Collins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how they're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll try the right side with Collins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Drop to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, check. 3 there. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go. Green 39.
Caught left side, Williams. A good pickup there, 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal to go now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now. Detroit!
And now here's a carry heading left. Finding some room at midfield. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And from down in Miami, an update. It's the Dolphins. They're looking to pull off the stunner. They lead in that one. Teddy Bridgewater, an early touchdown pass in that one.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they ddidn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's Collins. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. In motion, James, the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
The Cowboys on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
In motion, James, the tight end. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They're going to look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now they try the right side here. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a handoff as they run left side. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run forward with Collins. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Returning it, John Ross. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's airing it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Miles Jack in there to drop him for a loss on the play. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, this two shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They're going to try and throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back that up. All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now it's the backup Kaiser. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his 1st step. On 3rd down, that's Ross. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, it looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down?
Hey, Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on second and just a yard.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And they give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Back to throw now on second and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Here we go now. 3-19.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it third down.
One thing that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the big tight end shifting around.
Detroit!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Fancy footwork at the 45. And he's brought down after a good gain. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Robert Kindici in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James, and it's third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Leopard! Here we go now. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now. Barney. Leopard. Gone.
Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you can control.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Well, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a handoff looking right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cowboys have recovered. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Malik McDowell coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. Samaje Perine with a touchdown in that one. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He'll drop to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Looking to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it'll bring up third down. So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go now.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 17. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Malik McDowell in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Fresh set of downs here.
Back up. Gone. No. All right, here we go. Watch him now,
as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik McDowell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And an alley to run. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow. On 3rd down, that's Willis. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
All right, here we go. Screen now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. Second down following the run. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. David Njoku with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throw left side complete. It's James. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Steps away to his left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a 3-yard gain. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
All right, here we go. Listen now, Barney.
Back to throw here. And throw right side complete to Parker. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Parker hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They'll look to throw here. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Ross on the return. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Collins. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On third down, that's Willis. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And now here's a carry heading left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. And the Jaguars have scored again. So they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. Le'Veon Bell, 2 touchdowns on the ground to help lead the way. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And out now come the Eagles. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And he finds Parker here, complete. Devontae Parker, touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Parker finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.